Finding a trusted advisor to act in your best interest as you navigate volatile financial markets can be difficult. This difficulty is often compounded by an ever-changing array of costly and confusing investment products.
The global capital markets are where public and private entities go to get financing for their activities. So whether that's governments or corporations issuing stocks or bonds, it is ultimately what provides returns for investors. Unfortunately, returns don't come for free, and so along with the returns, there's often risk to investors. One of the issues that investors face is the complicated investment structures that are often put before them. A lot of times they will dilute the returns through higher fees and obscure some of the risks and end up being harmful to investors. Another issue that investors face is their own behavior. Over time, it's been shown that investors will put too much emphasis on short-term things that they see in the news and will often react and buy things after they've done very well and sell things after they've done poorly, and that behavior will detract from their success.
Over time, financial markets tend to reward long-term investors. A disciplined process based on rigorous analysis helps investors to look past short-term volatility and reap those rewards.
Over the last few years, one of the trends has been for investors to go more heavily into passive investments, which follow a market index, something like the S&P 500 in the stock market. These passive investments have the benefit of being broadly diversified, low cost, efficient, and transparent as to what their investment process is. Despite this trend, we still see many investors going into actively managed investments. Primarily, they go into actively managed investments based on the past performance of these investments. But past performance has been a terrible predictor of what future investment performance is going to look like.
Stairway Partners is an SEC-registered investment advisor providing industry-leading investment management solutions. Their focus on portfolio construction and risk management comes from many years of experience managing assets for large institutions. Adhering to the highest fiduciary standards, Stairway Partners has become a trusted advisor to clients throughout the United States.
We all work together at Brinson Partners here in Chicago. Brinson Partners was a premier manager of institutional investments globally and followed a very rigorous investment approach, which we've brought to smaller clients who might not have had access to professional institutional asset management in the past.
Stairway Partners, I think, is a unique firm. Our guiding principles are set up to emphasize the best practices of the industry, and that's something that we felt was missing from a lot of the firms that are out there. Every partner at Stairway Partners has portfolios that are exactly like the portfolios we build for our external clients, and we really do focus on efficiency and transparency to deliver the best experience that we can to our investors. Another aspect of Stairway portfolios is they are very broadly diversified on a global basis and very efficient. We use low-cost index funds for most of the investing, and that ultimately those returns will flow through and help investors.
Since the firm's inception, Stairway Partners has been at the forefront of change in the industry, developing strategies to help investors achieve their financial objectives. With a verified performance history dating back to 2004, Stairway Partners has demonstrated the benefits of a disciplined and efficient approach to investing. These results have led to recognition by a number of leading industry groups.
One of the trends that we see developing right now is the use by investors of robo-advisors. Robo-advisor is essentially an investment advisor that uses fully automated systems to evaluate client needs and to establish an investment program for them. Much of what we do here at Stairway Partners has many of the same advantages of a robo-advisor in terms of the rigor of our investment program and our approach to financial markets. However, we see our advantage over robo-advisor as the human interaction that we provide that robo-advisors do not. This is particularly important in the initial stages of determining what an appropriate investment policy looks like for each of our clients.
One of the things that we've seen as passive investing has gotten some traction is a lot of implementation of what they call smart beta strategies. Now, smart beta is where companies they'll create an alternative index that they think is more efficient or is able to produce higher returns than a traditional index. But what can happen is you can build in some biases there. A lot of times these will have pretty lofty promises in terms of what they can deliver, and when they're actually constructed on a go-forward basis, they fall short of the expectations.
To learn more, contact us today